Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully you've had a great weekend and are winding down and getting ready for another week of God knows who, what, and when and where something's going to go down. But I'm sure the news will be, the same, more of the same as we go along here. Texas Redleg here. I just wanted to throw out this video based on a recent experience that I had at one of the big box stores. And although the shelves were fairly full and there was abundant products on the shelves, I did see quite a bit of, I don't know what I'll call pilfering or just open products, damaged product on the shelves. So this video is basically going to be about quality control of things that you purchase with your money. And the main areas I want to, keep this confined to is the area of food and meds, obviously. Anything going into your body, you need to make sure that it isn't spoiled, number one, right? Make sure you look at the expiration dates on the bottles or the packaging that you're buying. Because I think that they're going to be trying to push some products out there that are really on the edge as far as shelf life and expiration dates go, just to turn it over. And I know that they know at the stores that, in some areas people have become quite desperate, I think, and will just about buy anything. All they got to do is throw it on the shelf. And so, everybody works hard for their money for the most part. So when it comes to food and medications, over-the-counter stuff that you can get your hands on, make sure that you're looking at those expiration dates. Also, look at the packaging in general. Is it cracked? Is it crushed? You'll see that a lot in canned goods. You'll see a dented canned good. Hell, it may even be leaking. The top, the lids on jars, maybe the little center portions popped up, which indicates that it's got air in it. The seal's been tampered with. So look at expiration dates, look at and make sure those bottles and jars are sealed, even medications. Make sure that it hasn't been messed with. There's people that will just go walk through the store and eat. They call it grazing, actually. People will go into a store, it's the same as shoplifting. But they'll just go through the aisles and they'll just grab something and eat it, walk around and eat it, and then leave. Or eat half of it, throw it back on the shelf. You just got to pay attention. So check those expiration dates, check those seals on products, and make sure that they're intact. A lot of times, what I've been noticing with the lack of workers to restock shelves, there'll be a lot of gaps and holes on the shelves for certain products. But if you get creative and kind of look around and look up at the top, make sure that there's not some extra up there. Sometimes you can run into that, There'll be some extra stuff up on the top shelf that some worker just hasn't ever gotten down because either they're lazy or they don't have the people to do it. But sometimes you can run into some extra products like that if you put in the effort and look. And also look, down below on the back side of the shelf where it's kind of dark and deep back there. There might be a few things sitting back there that you can grab that people just didn't even put in the effort to reach back and try to get. And I think that we all have to, use a little bit of, being selective, procurement and just being, using due diligence when we buy things, and just make sure that we're getting what, it's already going to be overpriced most likely. And so you want to be damn sure that what you're spending your money on is going to be a good and valuable product, that you can use. And then another thing I wanted to kind of mention today, just a couple things that I've started to sort of bulk up on are general multivitamins. Let's show you right here what I got. This is just a general multivitamin, nothing special, but it's for adults, and to supplement, your meal intake and your maybe lack of nutrition. Should it come to that, at least you've got a multivitamin to sort of balance you out, and don't forget the kids too. They need that kind of stuff. And then also, we all talk about, what it takes per person with water storage, whether to drink, cook, and bathe, right? I wanted to encourage everybody, and don't laugh, but these are pretty cool to have, as these adult size like washcloths, or they're basically a big baby wipe, and they make them in larger packaging than this. But in order to save yourself some water, you might be able to just spritz yourself up a little bit with that, instead of having to use a bunch of water to clean yourself every once in a while. You might be able to get away with something like that versus having to take an actual bath. So I would encourage people to consider buying some of those adult washcloths and just keeping them on hand. It might save you some trouble down the road and conserve more of your water, should it become that tight, that much of an issue in the future. So with that, everybody have a great week. I have to have a small little surgery on Wednesday, but no big deal. I will may not be on, but between now and then, but I'll probably be back Thursday at the latest. So we'll see how it goes. But with that, everybody keep prepping, stack it deep, and always remember, long live the Republic. Take care.